I'm Andie.
I'm Katharyn.
We will be doing a yoga video focusing on your back and your legs. Safety concerns. When you're doing these poses, you want to make sure that you're only going as far as you can. Don't push yourself more than you have to. Everyone has different stretch levels. Limits.
When you're going down on your knee, just make sure that you're not on top of your patella. You want to be more like on the leg part of it, right above the knee, so that way you're not hurting your knee as much.
When you're in a lunge, you want to make sure that your ankle and your knee are in line so you don't hurt that part of your leg.
Okay. And we will be reminding you of these safety concerns as we go through the video.
Okay, so Andie's going to start out in a second position, and she's going to go into a second position twist. While doing this, she's going to be pushing with her right arm and pulling through with her left, and she's going to hold this pose for about 3 breaths. This is going to be stretching out your obliques. From here, Andie is going to go to flat back. She's going to put her left arm behind her and reach out with her right. This is going to be stretching her back and her hamstrings. Now from here, Andie is going to go down to her leg. She wants to keep both of her legs straight, and her goal is to get her chest to her leg, not her head. She can grab on her leg or reach to the floor, whatever is more comfortable for her. After this, Andie is going to go down into a lunge. She's going to keep her back leg straight, and she is going to make sure that her front leg is not going to, her knee is not going to go over her ankle. She wants to keep it in a nice line.
Okay.
Next, she's going to drop her knee to the ground, making sure that she does not go on her patella. She's going to put both hands on her knee and push back. This right here is going to be stretching her back and her thighs. Next, Andie is going to sit back on her leg that is already back, and she's going to keep the other one forward. She's going to point her toes, and she's going to reach down towards her feet. She is going to be trying to get her chest to her legs and not her head. Now she's going to flex the foot, and she's going to go down once more. So after this, she is also going to go back.
Can you repeat?
Yeah. So now Andie is going to go back on her elbows if she can. And she's going to keep her leg underneath of her and one of them straight. This is the half-lying diamond. After holding this pose for a few breaths, she is going to take her leg out from underneath of her, and she's going to go to a half butterfly. She is going to put she's going to put her arm out, and she's going to stretch over with her right arm. After this, she's going to flex her foot and go down to her leg. Chest to the knee. Okay. Now she is going to a bent knee pigeon. She's going to take the leg that is out front and pull it behind her. And here, at first, she is going to lean forward. And she's going to hold this here for a few breaths. Then she is going to come back to neutral and go over top of her leg to the side. And now she's going to go back to neutral once again and go to her other side.
Remember to go only as far as you can. Don't push yourself.
Now returning back to neutral, she's going to go back. Alright, and now she's going to go back to neutral, and she's going to bring her legs wide in a straddle position. From here, she is going to go forward as she can, trying to get her chest to the ground, but only going as far as she can, and keeping her legs as wide as she can. Now Andie is going to bring her legs into a butterfly position, and she is going to try and keep her legs to the ground, and she's going to bring her chest forward. Now after this, Andie is going to move her legs to the side, around, and get on top of her legs, sit on her knees, and then she's going to move back into a lying diamond. She's going to try and keep her legs to the ground, her elbows to the ground, and get the crown of her head to touch the ground. But this is an advanced position, so only go as far as you possibly can. So now Andie is going to go up back to her butterfly position, and we are going to take all the steps again in reverse order, and I will be demonstrating.
Now we will be going and doing the other side. So from your butterfly position, go into a wide-legged straddle and bend your chest forward. Remember, only go as far as you can. There's no need to push yourself. Okay, you're going to bring your right leg behind you into a half pigeon, a bent knee half pigeon, and you're going to lean over your knee, only going as far as you can. Take a few breaths here. Now go back to neutral and lean over the open side of your leg. Take a few breaths. Now go back to neutral and lean over the other side of your leg. Back to neutral, and you're going to lean back, only going as far as you can. Okay. From here, go back to neutral and bring your right leg out from behind you into a half butterfly. Okay. Point your toes. Now lean over. Bring your hand and cartwheel your hands over. Now turn and put your chest to your leg.
And flex your foot.
And flex your foot. Flex your foot. Okay. Now from here, bring the knee that is bent and sit on it into sit on it and lean forward. Now lean back and into a half lying diamond. Try to keep your knee on the ground, elbows on the ground, and try to put the crown of your head onto the ground, but only go as far as you can. Now sit up, keep your knee on the ground, and go into a bent knee lunge. Keep your back leg off your patella. Now go into a full lunge. Again, keeping your knee and ankle in line. Now keep your legs spread apart and go straighten your legs and keep go into a second position and reach down to your ankle. Okay. From here, go into flat back, keeping your right arm out in front of you and your left arm tucked behind you. Keep your back flat to help give you a better stretch, and keep your legs straight. From here, bring your left arm out from behind you and twist it in front of you. Keep your right arm under you and pull with your left arm and push with your right arm to give you a bigger stretch in your obliques. And that was our leg and back yoga session.